Hey YouTube, this is The Art of Prepping. Thanks for joining me on part 2 of tips on building a kit. And it's raining right now, so I'm under a tree, so I may have to pause the video if it gets any heavier rain and move to another location. But in part 2 here, we're going to pick up on part 1. Part 1 was identify the actual elements in terms of your needs and your wants. And so part 2 is make a plan. And how do you make a plan based off of identifying your needs and wants? And that's basically trying to figure out what type of kit do you really need. And so when you identify your needs and wants, it leads you naturally to the type of kit. So it could be a first aid kit, or it could be, maybe it's a survival kit. And when you identify that type of kit, you can say, okay, what type of survival kit do I want? And what do I want in it? And then you start to outline, not in specifics on this particular part, but just in general. So now that you know, let's say, for example, you want to make a survival kit. Okay, so now you want to say, do I need the means to make fire? Yes. So you put, okay, how many elements of that do I want in there? I want 3 ways to make fire, and then you write that down. I want 3 tinder sources in my kit. You write that down. I need an emergency shelter option. You write that down. A means to purify water, maybe 2 different means to purify water, and you write that down. And so you're just outlining these broad categories or elements within the kit. And so that's pretty much it on making the plan, is to plan on what really goes into it. Not so much in detail once again, but just the broad definitions of and the parameters of categories of what you want in there. Now, in the next one, we're going to get more detailed about actually picking the item and doing the research to make sure that's what's going to meet our needs and wants, and then either making it or purchasing it. So that's the next, and so this is just once again some tips on building a kit. It's important though to recognize that there are steps to do this. Instead of just saying, okay, I'm going out in the woods for a day and a night, and I'm just going to throw some things in the bag, maybe a backpack, and I'm just going to go out in the woods and see if it works. You really don't have to do that. You can actually have something that will totally function and meet your needs by just kind of going through some of these steps. So stay tuned to part 3. Thanks for watching.